Imagine waking up one day and realizing you're not you anymore. Your friends aren't even your friends, same personalities, but different faces. It's like being alive and not alive at the same time. Sounds crazy, but today's story needs focus. Our movie opens with Anna, a preschool teacher in a small daycare. It's a normal morning. She stands in the bathroom in front of her mirror, getting ready for work. Before leaving, she opens her personal account and scrolls through trending news. Reports say a serial killer is active somewhere in their city. But Anna doesn't care much about that kind of headline. Her husband, John, is headed to work too. Anna straightens his tie, and from the way they interact, their life seems calm and happy. At work, Anna checks the drawings her students made during art class. While she's focused on one of them, a cup of water used to wash paintbrushes spills over the paper. When the little girl walks away, Anna notices that the drawing's eyes have changed because of the water. Her look shows that she finds this oddly significant. A moment later, a mother arrives to pick up her twin daughters. Strangely, the mother can't tell them apart, but Anna can without hesitation. The mother jokes, asking how she even manages to distinguish one from the other. Later that night, Anna goes out with her friends to a bar. Through their conversation, we learn none of them are married yet. Each talks about their own romantic situations. Nothing serious, just messy. They invite Anna to celebrate her birthday with them like every year, but she declines. It's her first birthday after getting married, so she wants to spend it with John. While walking home, she notices a boy and a girl flirting near a riverbank. She turns her back for a second. Suddenly, the girl screams and collapses to the ground, dying. Anna freezes, not knowing what to do. Before she can react, John calls her. The serial killer hears the phone ring and notices her. He chases her. Anna tries to escape, but he catches her by the hair. With a sharp blade, he slices into her skin. She fights back, but she's not strong enough. He drags her toward the river. Her head slams against the stone before she falls, her vision fading as his face blurs away. All the while, John is still on the phone, hearing her screams and calling her name. A week later, Anna wakes up in a hospital bed. John and her best friend are sitting across from her, but her vision is blurry. Their faces look distorted. Even when her sight returns fully, she can't recognize them. They assume she's suffering from memory loss, but Anna looks terrified. When the doctor tries to give her a sedative, Anna panics. She jumps out of bed and refuses the injection. While running toward the bathroom, she accidentally looks in a mirror. The sight freezes her. She can't recognize her own face. Her movements become frantic and uncontrollable. Every time she glances at someone, their face shifts into something unfamiliar. No one understands what she's seeing. Inside the restroom, she dares to look again. This time, a completely different woman stares back at her. With every blink, the reflection keeps changing. She tries to scream, but nothing comes out. Soon after, Anna is sent to a psychiatry department inside the hospital. A specialist gives her a simple test. He shows her two pictures of the same person and asks if they're identical. Anna insists they're two different people, but in reality, it's the exact same photo. The psychiatrist explains what's happening. Anna has a condition called face blindness, prosopagnosia, caused by damage to a part of her brain after the attack. He tells her that if symptoms continue, she needs regular treatment. He hands her his business card, but John immediately snatches it away. He doesn't explain why, or why he doesn't want her contacting the doctor. Back at home, John gently asks if she can get used to his new face. Anna tries to calm him, saying some things never change, like how he ties his iconic necktie. Suddenly, the house phone rings. John leaves to answer it. When he returns seconds later, his face looks different again from Anna's perspective. She turns away, then looks again, hoping it will reset, but it doesn't. The next day, John takes her to the police station, hoping they can protect her. He tells Detective Lewis he wants security for Anna, but Lewis bluntly explains that they get too many reports daily, and they can't guard one person 24 hours a day. Anna then remembers the killer stole her bag. It had her ID, address, and personal info. Lewis, unaware of her condition, sarcastically says, "Relax. Criminals aren't stupid enough to walk into the house of the only person who saw their face." When Anna stays silent, Lewis thinks he hurt her feelings, not realizing it's because she literally cannot identify faces anymore. He softens his tone, assuring her the police will catch him fast. He asks for a description of the attacker, but Anna can't say anything. When he hands her a lineup book of suspects, every single face looks blurred and mashed together. She panics and runs out with John behind her. Detective Lewis storms out after them, frustrated, shouting, "Come back when you can actually describe the guy, ideally before he cuts your throat." Anna breaks down and finally tells him about her disorder. She admits sadly that she could be standing in front of the killer and not even know it's him. She walks away. John asks the detective to call the hospital for confirmation. That night, Lewis works another case, interrogating a little boy who refuses to speak. Instead, the boy keeps drawing disturbing images, each one more unsettling than the last. That night, Anna jolts awake from a nightmare replaying her attack. She rushes to the bathroom to wash her face. Each time she wipes steam off the mirror, her reflection changes into someone else, until suddenly a hand appears behind her, covering her mouth. She tries to scream for help, but again, it's just a nightmare. She wakes up a second time, heart racing. John tries to comfort her, but she's more terrified now because she's staring at a face that isn't his. Not just different features, a completely different person. While Detective Lewis continues interviewing suspects near the crime scene, Anna meets her friends. She talks to her dad on the phone, agreeing to meet at 8 p.m. in the subway. Her friends tease her. The newspapers are talking about her, calling her the primary witness. That means the killer knows she's alive, but she has no way of identifying him. Lewis eventually releases a homeless man after questioning him and hands him his card. Later, as the homeless man sleeps outside, someone wakes him. Before he can react, he's stabbed and left to die, blood spilling directly onto Detective Lewis's card. Back to Anna. She visits a specialist doctor about her condition. The doctor breaks the news bluntly. There's no cure for her form of face blindness. Anna storms out in frustration, but the doctor calls after her, saying something that sticks. Some people can't see at all, and they still live full lives. Faces aren't everything. You can learn who's good or bad by how they behave, not by their expressions. She advises Anna to recognize people through movement, habits, and small details that never change. Anna decides to try. John wakes up the next day to find Anna already dressed. To his surprise, she wants to return to work. She insists she must try. At school, she labels each student with name tags. But the kids are chaotic and she struggles to keep control. A mother arrives to pick up her daughter, but Anna doesn't recognize her. The mother snaps at her, already stressed because she has custody issues with the child's father. Moments later, another child informs her that the girl left with her dad. The mother loses it. To her, that means kidnapping. Anna's brain overloads, faces twisting and blurring. She screams for the kids to stop talking. The principal rushes in and reminds her that she's the best teacher he has, but that no one can stay the same forever. After work, she takes the subway home. Trying not to look at anyone, she freezes when she sees something. Her lost bag, the one stolen the night of the attack. Shaken, she calls Detective Lewis, who is now standing over the homeless man's body. When he hears she found the bag, he gets her address. Suddenly, Anna senses someone following her. She tries to hide, but the man chases her down the train car, his face shifting into strangers as her condition twists reality. Finally, the train emergency brakes kick in and police swarm in. They tackle the man to the ground. He shouts, "What's wrong? You said to meet at 6." Anna realizes she really had arranged to meet someone at that time. She sees her father among the crowd. They run to each other and hug tightly. Back home, she stands before the mirror again. Every time she looks, her face morphs into someone new. Frustration boils over. She smashes the mirror with her fist and breaks down in tears. After breaking the mirror, Anna goes straight to the specialist. The doctor stands by her side, reminding her that knowledge is her new defense. People might judge her or think she's pretending not to recognize them, but none of them know what she's truly dealing with. The doctor asks her, "Are you ready for the war ahead?" Anna doesn't know how to answer. The doctor pulls out a small set of stones. "These two look identical," she says, "but there are tiny differences." She mixes them around and asks, "Which one was in my hand?" Anna studies them carefully and notices a faint scratch on one. She picks the correct stone. The doctor smiles. That's the key. Faces can lie. Movement, habits, scars, voices, posture, laughter. Those are permanent. For the first time, Anna feels hope. She cries, both from relief and sadness. From that day forward, she trains herself. When she meets her friends, she can identify them, not by their faces, but by how they move, how one talks fast, how another fidgets with her hair, how their laughter hits a certain rhythm. With John, she takes notes, how he ties his tie in the weirdest way, how he taps his foot while thinking, how his shoulders tilt slightly when he walks. These become her anchor points. At his workplace, she finds him among dozens of people, not through recognition, but by tracking those patterns. He's stunned, thinking maybe she recovered. She doesn't correct him. That night, she tells her friends everything. They celebrate, proud of her progress, but tease her for having to write so much about her husband. She shrugs. She doesn't want to lose him. A few days later, as Anna leaves home, a man approaches. He smiles strangely and says he knows her. Anna doesn't remember him. His tone turns sinister. "How can you forget me? I always leave a lasting impression." He suggests playing a game. Anna steps back, spooked, and rushes to a nearby police officer, but the officer doesn't hear her. When she looks back, the stranger is gone. Shaken, Anna heads straight to Detective Lewis. She recognizes him instantly, the first person she can identify without hesitation. She asks him to stand still. She rotates away, looks back again, and he's still the same. It feels like a miracle. Lewis introduces the quiet boy from earlier, the one who only draws. Lewis explains, everything this kid draws actually happens. At first, no one believed him, but every detail kept coming true. When Anna looks at the boy, he subtly motions for her to stay quiet. Lewis then shows her a lineup of suspects. She asks him to make them turn around. He does. If you want them to dance, I'll make them dance, he jokes. All she needs is their movements. After watching carefully, she tells him none of them match. Lewis looks disappointed. They were close, but in his eyes, we see he's getting attached to her. His partner notices it too. After Anna leaves, Lewis becomes more determined. He decides to gather every creep, felon, and weirdo in town. His partner tries to stop him, joking that Lewis likes Anna. Lewis scoffs. She's married. Drop it. Meanwhile, John is at a nightclub with Anna's friend. They all dance. John assumes Anna can recognize him now, so he goes to the restroom. But time passes. He doesn't return. Anna notices someone wearing the same tie, the same odd knot she recorded in her notes. She approaches the man asking where he disappeared to. He plays along and hands her a drink. They dance. Across the club, John watches, his face unfamiliar to Anna, but his heart breaking. Finally realizing the mistake, she chases after him outside. She confesses everything, the notes, the techniques, the condition. John gets upset, feeling like she treated him as a stranger. He tears off his tie and walks away. Moments later, Anna's phone rings. A hidden voice introduces himself. I'm the one you've been looking for. He taunts her, shifting his position. I could be on your right or your left. He promises to kill her without effort because she deals with him every day without knowing it's him. Then he adds, and by the way, I can't stand your friend. Anna rushes back inside. They find her friend dead. An alarm blares and panic spreads, but Anna refuses to run. She's desperate to see anything about the killer, his clothes, his posture, his silhouette. His appearance shifts constantly in her perception, but for a moment, he resembles John. Police arrive. Detective Lewis is among them. His partner finds the torn tie, John's tie, the same one he threw to the ground, outside. Lewis sits with Anna, trying to calm her. Her friend, still shaken from earlier, admits she lied to John, pretending Anna could recognize him normally. She shows Lewis Anna's notebook of observations. Lewis learns that John removed the tie because she upset him. Lewis then escorts Anna home. Inside, they find a phone, the killer's phone, hidden inside one of John's suit jackets. Not just any suit, the exact one he wore at the nightclub. Anna insists it isn't John. She's sure. Her voice doesn't even waver. Lewis calls his partner and tells him to handle things at the station, while he watches over Anna until the investigation on John is finished. He asks her if she trusts him. She nods. He takes her with him to the small town where he grew up, a quiet place far from the chaos. Late at night, Lewis receives an update from his partner. John denies everything. He claims someone planted the phone. Lewis tells Anna there's DNA evidence now, which makes things easier either way. They stand outside in the cold. Lewis takes off his jacket and drapes it over her shoulders, the classic gesture. Anna looks tired, sad, and says, it's not just that people's faces changed, people themselves changed. Morning comes. Lewis stares at his reflection in the mirror. From a drawer, he pulls out a sharp blade, the exact kind the killer used. He holds it up, examining himself. At the same time, Anna dreams of the attacker. His face flickers, changing, merging, then settling into Lewis. Suddenly, the dream swaps to another man. She wakes up to Lewis shaking her gently. Panicked, she grabs something nearby and hits him on the head. He quickly reassures her. It's him, Lewis. She stares, trying to identify something familiar. But he shaved his beard, one of the details she used to recognize him. Without it, he's a stranger again. She breaks down, telling him her brain is the problem, not other people's faces. Right then, Lewis gets a call from forensics. John's DNA does not match the evidence. John is clean. He's not the killer. Lewis tries to lighten the mood, joking, next time you have a nightmare, I'll just stay away. Your arms are stronger than mine anyway. Anna pauses at that. Stronger arms, heavy hands. She remembers dreaming about the killer and realizing something important. She can recognize faces in dreams. It sparks an idea. She rushes to see her doctor again. The doctor suggests hypnosis to access deeper memories, but warns it can have dangerous side effects, especially on someone already dealing with neurological trauma. For Anna, there's no alternative. The session begins. Lewis stays in the room, watching. Under hypnosis, Anna relives the attack. The killer leans close, slicing into her with the blade. But again, the face refuses to solidify. The doctor changes the scenario, guiding her to the subway memory. She sees everyone clearly, everyone except certain figures. Then she's pushed into the nightclub memory, the night she fought with John. The man she accidentally danced with, she now senses he was the killer. More flashes, hallucinations, moments, faces, the suspect lineup with Lewis, the drawings from the boy. Each memory connects back to the killer. The more she remembers, the more she shakes. Sweat drips, breath shortens, hands tremble. The doctor stops the session before she breaks. Anna wakes up seeing Lewis differently. Her voice shakes as she repeats, "He was close to me. He was close to me." Lewis doesn't understand, but he acts. He calls his partner and demands a search warrant immediately. They need to reinvestigate every man from the lineup and check if they were present in the other locations too. Lewis drives Anna home and promises not to leave her alone. His partner watches from afar, suspicious, annoyed, and jealous. He mocks the situations, saying, "You and the killer have something in common. You both like her." Later that night, Anna sits alone at home, staring at a photo of John. She draws a beard and mustache on his face, making him look strangely similar to Lewis. In that moment, John sends her a message, asking to meet. He gives her the exact address. Anna goes to the location. John is there, waiting, wearing his distinct tie knot, the one so specific she wrote it down in her notebook. He smiles warmly. "Don't worry, I'm John." Anna smirks slightly. "Of course you are. No one else ties a tie like that." Meanwhile, Lewis is out doing police work, searching places the suspects might be lying low. He scans through bars, alleys, and small neighborhoods, trying to piece together who had been there during all the events. Back with Anna and John, she gently tells him, "You know I don't like champagne." She then admits she wants to separate. Not because of his appearance, but because she realized she doesn't actually love him. If she did, his face wouldn't matter. Her mind these days has been elsewhere, on Lewis. John is hurt. He takes out a ring, revealing he was planning a romantic surprise. Anna's rejection crushes him. From a distance, Lewis's partner watches them. He studies them intensely, as if waiting for the right moment. John mumbles something about remembering her message. He grabs his phone and leaves for the restroom. Anna looks confused. She never sent any message. She picks up John's phone and sees texts from a number she knows is hers. But she never sent those texts. In the restroom, Lewis's partner corners John. Before John can react, the partner beats him brutally, steals his suit, and pushes his head into the toilet until he stops moving. Then comes the reveal. Lewis's partner is the killer, the one who's been circling the entire time. He puts on John's suit. He fixes the tie, not like John used to, but neatly, perfectly, aggressively symmetrical. A detail Anna would recognize. He walks back to the table. Anna immediately notices something's wrong. Not visually, but instinctively. She tells John they should leave because she senses a setup. The killer quietly pulls out a knife, ready. At the same time, Lewis is driving fast toward the restaurant. He's listening to a voice message from Anna, explaining she's meeting John and sharing the location. He suddenly pieces it together. His partner was present at the suspect lineup. He was at the nightclub, he was near the subway attack, and he was the one who found the tie, evidence. Lewis calls the doctor, confirming his suspicion. Back in the restaurant, Anna looks at the tie, then the suit, then the posture. Something doesn't match. She calmly asks him to come closer, then pepper sprays him directly in the face. She bolts out the door and into the crowded plaza. Skater kids fly past on boards. She hides in the middle of them, memorizing one detail, his suit color. But the killer is sharp. He immediately discards his jacket and blends into the crowd. At that exact moment, Lewis drives up and sees Anna running. He slams the brakes, jumps out, and both men draw guns. They point them at each other, and Anna stands between them, horrified. Her brain scrambles faces. The killer's face becomes Lewis's. Lewis's becomes someone else. She doesn't know who to trust. She darts away and grabs one of the skateboards for defense. The killer lunges. She swings hard, smashing it into his nose. Blood pours instantly. She runs through a half-built waterside construction site. The killer follows. Lewis chases close behind. Anna hides between metal beams, her breathing quiet, her knees trembling. A voice echoes, John's voice, telling her to stay hidden, to not make a sound. The killer keeps calling her name, taunting her, laughing at her fear. He confesses, he left the little boy alive on purpose after the child watched him commit a murder, because fear entertains him. "You're the only one who saw me cry," he says, "and that's not acceptable." Anna doesn't understand what he means, but she stays silent. Suddenly he spots her. She slips and almost falls off the edge, but manages to climb back up and escape. She reaches the upper deck, gun in hand. Lewis arrives. She asks him, "Prove you're you. What was the last thing you promised me?" Lewis reminds her of their night in his hometown about staying with her and protecting her. She begins to believe him. Behind his back, we see the killer raise his blade, ready to strike. Just as Anna starts to trust him, we notice Lewis's trick. He drags his hand across his face, smearing his own blood like a beard. A subtle cue, because Anna had learned to identify him that way before he shaved. The killer steps fully into view. Lewis shouts her name. Anna turns and instantly recognizes him this time. She steps forward, but the killer fires at Lewis. Anna shoots back without hesitation, dropping the killer for the moment. Lewis staggers, bleeding badly. He orders Anna to hand over her gun, because he's no longer fit to be a cop who protects people. But as Anna approaches, the killer springs up again, still armed, still hunting. He tackles Lewis, and they crash behind sheets of hanging plastic. To Anna, it's a nightmare. Two figures struggle, masked by the plastic. Faces distort in her perception, shifting and multiplying. She can't tell who's who. She does the only thing she can. She fires, again and again, emptying the gun until the struggle stops. One figure collapses, the other steps forward, tearing through the plastic. It's Lewis. He smiles faintly, but then Anna sees the truth. The bullet hit his heart. She drops to her knees, apologizing, crying, telling him she only wanted to save him, begging him not to leave her. She confesses everything. "If all of this hadn't happened, you never would have entered my life. I love you." But it's too late. Lewis dies in front of her. The sirens fade in the distance. Police lights blur as Anna stands, numb, staring at the man who saved her. Time passes. Anna moves to the same quiet little town Lewis grew up in. She starts her life over. Peaceful, slow, and far from crowds. A place where people don't change faces every time she looks at them. A place where she doesn't need to recognize many people at all. And whenever she sees a man with a beard, she pauses, just long enough to check.